Welcome to Call of the Wild.
Hey everyone, this is Monstercat's weekly radio show, connecting you with some of your favorite artists.
Hey everyone, this is Kill Paris.
Hey guys, this is Conroe.
What's up guys, Deon Timmer here.
And of course, a place where individuals like yourselves can take part in a global family.
Hey yo, this is Logan from Australia.
I'd like to shout out everyone who listens to Monstercat and remind you that you're awesome.
So glad I'm here.
So get yourself ready for an hour of fresh music, and it all starts right now.
With nothing to hold us back, these are the songs of the wild.
Welcome back. This is Monstercat's Call of the Wild, episode 441. I'm your host, Jayeson Andel. On this episode, we are debuting a brand new type of show called the Pathfinder Series, a recurring mix special every couple of months. If you have listened to my mixes on Monstercat Silk Showcase, you already know my style of blending the three labels into one with mashups, overlays, long transitions, edits, and retunes in a way that I've personally described as finding the paths between tracks as a way to fully explore. That does mean that rules will be broken as we go into uncharted territory, but one thing that is staying the same is the inclusion of exclusives. And today we'll be hearing new music from Arm & Hammer, Fool, and Have, plus Sarah DeWarren and Weird Genius. All right, let's get into the mix and start the adventure. Here we go.
Everything's changed without it. Everything's changed without you. Thought that when I left I'd be fine, but damn, it really hurts to say goodbye. 'Cause growing up is getting tough. My vision is blurry. I'm sick of these 2,000 miles between us and this side. The distances are worse than I thought. Is this what I want? Ooh, everything's changed without it. You, even breathing feels different now that I'm on a plane heading back to LA. Everything's changed without it. Everything's changed without it.
don't got shit, who's asking? If it don't fit, I'm passing. If I go in, I'm blasting. Let me go home like Manson. Let me taste blood like Manson. Let me taste blood, I put it through handsome. Let me get up like laughing. Hitting the curve, no crash. I said he back, I said he drippin', no drip, no check. I swear I'm running this shit like Jack. Play with my penis, I'm putting it back. I'm putting it back, making it shit, I'm making it smack. Make it so hard that it crack, yeah. Making it kick with a clap, yeah. I bagged the baddest bitch, she bad as shit, I'm bad at this. I got the benefits, I managed this, I had to hit. I meant to fall the figure from above. I wish he had his figured at me when I showed him love. I'm back to winning, yeah. I'm back to quitting myself, my prison got shit to finish, yeah. I had a minute, yeah. Ain't had to live it, no. I'm back to winning, I'm back to business, I'm back to finish, yeah. I'm back to winning. All your stuff like catch me up.
COTW 441. That was the first exclusive of the hour from Arm & Hammer featuring Helene, Drowning. And close to the start of the episode, we had our gold feature from Sullivan King and Excision, Fall Apart. Lots more twists and turns as we push forward. This is a Pathfinder series here on Call the Wild. Fool and Have Valhalla. We've played so many tracks already, and there's much more to come. Remember to check out the timestamps on your favorite moments wherever you get your podcasts, or join us at live.monstercat.com as episodes are aired. Now let's take a deep breath as we move into the next section here on COTW 441.
Oh, that's just how the story goes. One minute we're young, then we get old. Then if it's all over soon, then why should I care? Long as I got a hand to hold, 1 minute it's worth this waiting go. Cause if I'm alone, it means I'm going nowhere. We got no money in our pockets, but we're out all night. See the beauty in the moments that we hurt inside. When it looks like hell on earth, we'll find a paradise. Find a paradise. Find a paradise. We all steal, we all kill, we all lie, we all fall, we all lie. So come and lie with me, and we can fall asleep, and maybe dare to dream. We all fall, and when we fall in love, it can be beautiful to get someone you're all. Oh, that's just how the story goes. 1 minute we're young, then we get old. Then if it's all over soon, then why should I care? Long as I got a hand to hold, 1 minute it's worth this waiting go. Cause if I'm alone,
Stand up, get over ground where you can land. Enough is enough. I've held on to all these ties, unspun all your lies, and heard 1,000
Cause every touch I synthesize, high and slow like summer nights.
Near the end of the hour, and we've just played the last exclusive of the mix from Sarah DeWarren and Weird Genius, Sugar. I think this is a good place to end it for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in to the debut episode of Monstercat's Call the Wild Pathfinder Series, and I will see you back here soon. Have a good one. Take it easy.